Ya, oke guys, saya semuanya kembali bersama Penaya di channel Singkaran TV. Oke, kali ini kita kembali ke Honkai Star Rail dan kita akan melanjutkan uh, petualangan perintisan di Amporio. Oh iya, Pupin sudah jam segini loh. Apa kamu tidak makan? Sudah makan, Bu. Hai, indangan utama. Apa? Gitu, aku takut. Mai kita. Cek dulu ya, akhirnya udah sampai mana nih? Udah Papo. Skip aja. Naksa. Balik. Dan yakin. Nggak takut. Jalan sekian MT telah diterang. 3, 2, 1. Dewa. Iya seperti aku. Wow, ya bisa dibilang gitu sih. Kalau gitu, tapi jangan jawab saja ya. Tanya nih ya. Pasti ada perbedaan di antara dewa dan kita kan. Kalau tidak, kenapa orang-orang pada mau jadi dewa? Supaya tidak dikendalikan. Iya. Kok kayak punya anak? Minta bayaran dulu. Oke, 20 berarti. Mau nggak maaf farming di full. Satu lagi. Nanti update lagi tiap patch. Oke, nah kita berada di belakang Kephale. Baru tiba-tiba muncul lagi nih event utamanya. Biasanya ya dia mau buka sekarang bisa, tapi nggak usah gue akhiri sampai sini, buset. Nggak suruh, buset. Nah, nggak berani, gue takut juga nih. Nanti kita berpihak ke finality. Nah, di gua misalnya kan, ini misalnya si FT nih. Kalau dia datang ke tempat ini, dia gimana posisinya? Ada tempat salam ya. Kalau si Anaksa kan nggak mau. Lakukan ritual doa. Oke, beri salam kepada Kephale. Ini adalah tempat ziarah yang disediakan khusus untuk para pengikut setia. Kamu memberi hormat kepada Kephale, tetapi dia tidak membalas. Mungkin karena tangannya sudah penuh. Nah, ini kalau habis ngasih salam dia ada bunyi gitu ya. Ya. Pukul ngeri ya. Maaf aku lupa sponsor. Bahkan ini aku sering bergumam sendiri. Apa kamu juga datang untuk meminta bimbingan? Kamu siapa? Namaku Neria, seorang imam yang sangat biasa. Atas karunia berkat Kephale, aku berusaha melakukan yang terbaik untuk para pengikutnya. Oh iya, kamu tidak naga asing. Pakaianmu juga tidak terhentikan di sini. Ini pertama kalinya kamu datang ya. Ini adalah tempat paling suci di Alkemis. Kalau nanti kamu menemui kesulitan, kamu bisa mencariku kapan saja. Namun, aku sudah melihat terlalu banyak jiwa berkeliaran di antara hidup dan mati. Dan pada akhirnya, Mekanisme akan diberikan kesempatan terlahir kembali di bawah sakti Kephale. Terlahir kembali, ada dua jenis kematian di dunia ini. Kematian fisik dan spiritual. Aku tidak bisa berbuat apa-apa dan kematian fisik. Tapi untuk kematian spiritual, selama ada secerca cahaya di hati, tidak akan pernah tertelan oleh kegelapan. Ajaran Kephale akan selalu menuntun kita. Ingatku, aku sudah melayani di kuil sejak aku kecil. Pada waktu itu, Kephale sering melakukan keajaiban, merespon doa-doa para pengikutnya. Tapi sekarang, meski situasinya sudah berubah, setidaknya aku bisa membawakan sedikit kenyamanan untuk orang lain. Maaf, aku tidak terlalu banyak lagi. Jadi kamu tidak. Pihak kita kan pihak netral gitu. Jadi ke sini nggak ada masalah. Mungkin aja. Yang masih rame nih. Ini walaupun udah nggak lagi ini, lagi pas proses pendebat selesai masih ada nih NPC-nya masih rame di sini. Keliling. Masih sibuk berdebat. Bentar lagi mau sidang, tapi sebelum sidang tuh kita harus ke Styxia dulu.
These people have never taken the promises. These people have never taken the promises seriously.
Banyak di sini ya, terbatasnya. Oke, kita lanjut lagi ya. Oke, kita pergi dulu si Cyber. Banyak dia bisa ngajakin ke sana.
This haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose.
Kemana sih? Halo.
Bright and sunny. Just the weather for farewells. You're here?
Kita bertiga nih.
Totally. The trio team is the best set up to reach the finals. No need, I already told her. She's fine with it. You sure know how to put me in a spot, Castorice. I need to travel with you, but I can't touch you. What a bother.
Sorry.
Aw, I was just teasing. Don't take it to heart. Did you know that the legends say you have to put an obol into the mouth of the dead or over their eyes if you want them to successfully cross the river of souls and enter the nether realm? That's the fairy fare for entering the nether realm. However, I honestly won't ask you to pay this time. I'll pay. And then we'll just have to go through the motions.
Berapa banyak uang Castorice yang udah kamu tipu?
Don't worry. It's not a lot. All right. Pass me the coin. It's time to get the gods' powers going. A fleet-footed trip to the nether realm. Here we come. Oh, one last thing before we go. I gotta give you this piece of advice, especially to you, Princess Homebody. You can't catch the wind by waiting. You only live once. So make the most of every moment you have. Get ready. Be steady.
Hilang.
Hi, your turn. Don't be nervous. After all, it'll be gone in the blink of an eye.
Wajib banget.
All done.
Tadi gua kayak patung ya. Masa bingung ya. Bisa lah coba dah. Ini The Flash ya.
Are you feeling all right?
Kyo kalah kali ya. Di mana tuh? Kita masih di Aquarius.
She's the demigod of trickery. When she flips the coin of whimsy into the air, she gains incredible speed that lets her travel anywhere in an instant. Just like how she clearly had no intention of lingering here for even a second longer. We can only depend on ourselves for the rest of the way.
Don't worry. Mem's here to help.
Nongol. Kau bisa teleportasi juga.
Being cute isn't my only forte. I'm strong too.
This is Styxia, the city of dragons and waves.
Wow.
Anaxa hypothesizes that the missing Thanatos is somewhere in these ruins. This is the land of their birth. Or perhaps of their death.
Lahir dan mati di sini. Aku tahu jawabannya. Semua akan kembali ke tempat asalnya.
Anaxa had used a secret alchemical art to temporarily fuse his soul with Circe's and Kephale. And when he was on the verge of death, he was pulled by Thanatos and caught a glimpse of the flowing river of souls. This alchemy, considered a sacrilegious act, might actually make the souls of mortals and titans attract each other. Even though Thanatos has been missing for 1,000 years, and even their followers haven't been able to find them, perhaps that special attraction could summon them here.
Oh, so are we going to use that Philosopher's Stone to conjure the Titan?
I guess that's the only way. The only leads we have now are the name of this city and the fairy tale about the dragon.
Thanatos is even more mysterious than I am.
Indeed. Even one as erudite as Anaxa could only point us to this place and no further. We will be entering the unknown as soon as we take our first steps. I believe that, rather than standing still, taking action is by far the better option. Perhaps fate might take pity on us today and show some compassion.
Jalan lagi. Iya, boleh bilang. Kotaku mau pulang naga, Styxia. Kita jatuh. Oh, ada cantik ya.
Go back whence you came. Go back. Ahead.
Dalam mitologi Oronyx, seorang pahlawan dari Gaston Remas dicelupkan ke sungai jiwa oleh ibunya. Itu dia dilahirkan. Sungai jiwa dipercaya memiliki kekuatan ajaib yang bisa memberikan tubuh abadi. Tapi karena ibunya terus memegang pergelangan kaki pahlawan itu dan membuat pergelangan kaki pahlawan itu tidak terendam air sungai jiwa, karena itu kaki pahlawan itu menjadi salah satunya kelemahan dirinya. Air sungai jiwa ini benar-benar ajaib yang sangat kami cintai. Praktik adalah salah satu standar untuk mendidik lawannya. Jadi tidak ada keajaiban Oronyx yang bisa melindungi. Jadi kamu memutuskan untuk lebih baik coba sendiri lah untuk menjaga keputusannya dan agar jangan sampai tidak sengaja masuk rumahnya. Kamu mulai dulu dengan berendam kaki. Dulu orang bilang kalau aku tidak punya lutut, dan sekarang aku mungkin tidak tidak punya pergelangan kaki. Jadi dalam konteks fisik ya. Kehilangan dan tenaga. Kalau di sungai jiwa ini ada ikan, ini bisa diajak memancing. Sepertinya ada seseorang yang menjagamu. Kamu tidak terluka sama sekali. Mungkin sekarang kamu memiliki pergerakan kaki yang tak disalahkan, yaitu tumit mas tubuh. Lain kali kalau bertarung, ingat untuk menyerang pergelangan kaki lawan. Kita tidak boleh berlama-lama di sini. Lihat, di sekitar sini tidak ada small kota suci. Kalau kamu sampai terkepur, siapa yang akan menyelamatkanmu? Setendon aktif ini.
What a beautiful butterfly. Is it talking to us?
This is a eulogistic butterfly. They are found in places where many have met their demise. In Idonia, some think of them as manifestations of Thanatos' benevolence. By turning the lingering obsessions of the deceased into these creatures, it is as if the Titan has made life into a specimen. Others think of them as Thanatos' messengers that guide the departed to the nether realm.
The second theory sounds more believable. After all, the things they're saying are rather, direct.
Perhaps. But the fact that we're able to hear their whispers proves that we're fast approaching the realm of the dead. These shadowy figures, are they illusions reflected by the River of Souls?
Mommy told us to go ahead first, but she's still not here yet.
1, 2, 3. I don't even know how many days have passed since then.
Perhaps Mommy will be back once you finish counting the days on all 10 fingers.
1, 2, 3. It's been much longer than 10 days since we left.
Strange. For reflections in the River of Souls, they seem oddly animated.
But, Master, did that lady really lie to us? The Centurion personally instructed us to inlay the inscription into his shield. But now she's taken it away.
My child, that shield can never be cast. And there's no need for it anymore. Come, child. What is the name of that Centurion again? Actually, never mind. I'll wait with you for her to come back.
Don't be afraid, pal. Let's open our eyes wide, together.
Do you want to buy any fish?
Huh? He can see us?
Wait. More living people. I'm not selling my fish to living people. You lot are too shameless. Buying fish without paying. If I ever see her again, I will...
Could it be that you're all dead souls that never achieved rest?
The nether realm does not exist. Titan rejects.
So, do you want to to buy any fish.
But there aren't any fish nearby.
Are the fish gone? The people are gone too. I can only keep selling fish. So, do you want to buy any fish?
Apologies. I don't have much in the way of savings, but perhaps there's another way for me to release you from your suffering. Please relax. May you fall asleep peacefully amid a gentle field of flowers.
This.
I knew it. These people aren't illusions. They're the souls of the deceased. They're supposed to reach the end of the west wind by floating down the river of souls. Yet, they have floundered upon the shoals of the stream. Did Thanatos reject them? Or perhaps they didn't really die at all? I have no idea. This circumstance is completely unprecedented. Hang on. Didn't he say more living people? So that means he's seen other members of the living apart from us? Could it be that these souls are stuck here due to someone's deceit?
If something is done out of goodwill, are you really gonna call it deceit?
Goodwill? I can't see anything good out of... Wait a minute. Lady Cypher?
That's me.
Sudah mati juga ya?
I still belong to the land of the living as of now. Thank you very much.
Could it be that you are the living being that those souls met?
I couldn't take their behavior anymore.
Okay,
So I stole some
apa?
things here and made up some lies there. Just trying to give them something to look forward to, you know?
It's because of vile living creatures like you that we're being misunderstood by all of them.
What else am I supposed to do? You can see the mess this place is in. These poor souls are denied by the nether realm. So now they're stuck in a few brief moments of their life. Unable. Did you see those two blacksmiths on the way? They've been here for as long as the sun's been around, wailing over and over about casting a shield. Styxia is so freaky.
Then why have you come back, Lady Cypher?
Hey, I'm not here to aid your adventure. I hate water more than anything else in this world. Especially that stinky river of souls. But, I just discovered some stuff before I left. And I reckon you should know about it. It's about that boy who defied death. I found traces of him here.
Lord Mydei?
That's his name. Well, now you know. As for whether that info is actually useful, that's for you lot to figure out. So long, Princess Homebody. So long, Grey Mystery.
Oke deh, ketemu. Nggak. Sorry.
She disappeared just like that?
Lady Cypher has always been a free spirit. In any case, she has brought us some valuable information. If Lord Mydei is also somewhere along the river shoals right now, then he will certainly become our signpost. After all, he's different from those wandering souls. He will...
Ngomong tentang menemukan jalan.
Don't worry, it's time for me to shine. Oronyx's rune of recollection is nearby. Use prayers to return the river to before it got flooded.
Mekanisme baru lagi.
Hey, over here!
Akan meninggal betul akan bergerak ke turun. Empat nih. Sorotan.
Oronyx's miracle has appeared.
Amazing! It's like we're inside a giant bubble. Even the river got parted.
Yang terbuset.
There are wandering souls of the deceased here as well. We must first return to the present before we can communicate with them.
Ah, by the looks of it, you must be the foreign warriors that the Queen had mentioned, right? Since the current campaign requires the utmost care, I wasn't able to make time to welcome all of you. Please, forgive me.
Foreign warriors?
A priestess, a warrior, and a divine beast. You look identical to the blessed saviors that the Queen described.
A campaign? Who are you campaigning against?
Nobody knows, as of now. Of the scouts that went ahead, only one has managed to return. He says that the land ahead is a forbidden land that should not be approached, as it is the doorway between the netherworld and the mortal realm. As for the rest of the scouts, they've completely lost their souls and are decaying by the day. While there is still dissension within the city, the scholars agree that this calamity was so unprecedented that it needed to be given a new designation.
An unprecedented calamity. Could it be death?
It seems that you have indeed heard about this. Well, death is just one of the possibilities. It's too early to come to a definitive conclusion.
A world that has never seen death. Looks like these people lived in the era Chrysia before the Calamity Titans descended upon the land. May I ask, where is the scout who managed to come back?
Though he returned to Styxia, he only had enough left in him to last no more than half a day. However, it was his intel that convinced us to rally together. He said that he witnessed the demonic specter of an evil dragon at that treacherous land. The apparition opened its giant maw and devoured everything in sight, and thus brought Styxia that thing called death.
Styxia. An evil dragon that brings death.
It all sounds rather familiar. Wait, wasn't this part of that fable?
Sir, could I ask how the Queen and Princess are doing?
The Queen? By the looks of it, you must be the foreign warriors that the Queen had mentioned, right?
Tadi dia ulang lagi sih.
Oh, it's the same lines. Looks like he's still trapped in the moments before his death.
Leave it to me. Sir, the war ended long ago. Styxia no longer exists.
Styxia is no more? This cannot stand! Newcomers, hurry up and go take your positions!
Oh, looks like it's difficult for this gentleman to accept reality.
Sir, I am the Maiden of War, sent here by the Queen herself. If you accept my blessing, then today's battle will be smooth sailing.
Maiden of War? I've never heard of this. There's little time to waste. Please don't take too long.
Don't worry. I'm typically unwilling to prolong such a moment.
Is it over? Have we won?
Cass! Oh, are you alright?
I'm fine.
Welcome.
I just didn't expect that I would still have to embalm others, even in the realm of the dead. Is this a remnant of his soul?
Well then, why should I place my trust in you, holy maiden from afar?
Wait, this I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Since the prophecy has already pronounced your name as Chrysos' heir of death, Alkemis ought to treat you as an esteemed guest. However, you seem to have no intentions of concealing your involvement with the Council of Elders, while most likely being aware of my issues against them.
I cannot deny your claim. It was the council that offered this room to me, and they had only one request. They want the curse of death to be completely subjugated to your will. I was agreeable to that request.
But why?
I am unable to rid myself of this innate curse. However, from this day onward, I shall use it according to your will. I will never make...
I see. So that is how they plan to control the Flame Chase journey. They have shifted the heavy responsibility of granting death over to me. If I ever become obsessed with executing people, they will then have ample reason to terminate the Chrysos heir's journey.
And yet, you seem to... not mind.
That's because the fate that we were born with is a burden far heavier than that of an individual's life. I've woven many unforeseen events into the tapestry of fate. This is but one instance. Tidy up your precious garments and come with me. Alkemis welcomes you, Castorice.
I didn't think we'd find vestiges of memory here. Maybe they've got something to do with Oronyx's rune?
Perhaps. But I do not need a reminder from them. This memory is one that I will never forget. Indeed. While my relationship with the Council has always been quite ambiguous, Lady Aglaya has never taken any precautions against me. I really want to repay her for that trust. But why would this memory appear right now? Is this really Oronyx's power?
Could the tide monsters actually be?
If Lady Cypher is to be believed, this could be the handiwork of Lord Mydei. He's still fighting against the Black...
Why are the black tide monsters here too? Can they swim in the River of Souls?
Even Thanatos wouldn't be able to accept black tide monsters into their realm. These traces seem to suggest that anybody who trespasses upon death will pay a heavy price.
Kami juga datang untuk melanggar batasnya.
Since the realm of the dead must remain peaceful, it's imperative that we rid the place of such discordant noise. Please stay back. Let me deal with these enemies.
Yep. Bang, santai bang. Lu boleh.
Sure, I'll play along. Spend freely.
Commencing support.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Clear. Gelap.
Another blood.
The path ahead is blocked by the River of Souls again.
In that case, let's go back to the past. This miracle sure is handy.
This is yet another aspect of a Titan's divine power.
If Dan Heng was around, he'd definitely be able to raise the waters of the River of Souls into the sky.
If Lady Hycelens was still alive, I think she might be able to do that too.
Accident. Udah mati ya? Mayatnya sini. Nah. Ya.
You seem to be able to discern both the past and the future.
Why isn't there a god yelling in the distance? Indeed, my downtrodden fellow, your sorrow and joy are but means for me to amuse myself. I will at least derive some comfort. If all the tears that I had shed were determined by some mightier being above.
It's you people.
Oh, orang-orang Edonia ya
This
kampungnya.
place must have been a beautiful courtyard in the past.
Wow. Ini. Sampai sedikit ya. Bitcoin.
Stream forth. Please excuse me. I am but a scholar from a distant land who had the misfortune of falling into the River of Souls and turned into a member of the dead.
Huh? This one seems to know that she's already dead.
Oh, I was merely speculating, but it seems I was right. And you, I recognize you. You're the Holy Maiden of Death from Idonia.
I'm sorry. I cannot bring you back to life. However, should you desire it, I can end your prolonged limbo.
I'm well aware of that. Even if you were able to revive me, I would never choose that option. That's because
I didn't fall into the River of Souls by accident.
Di mana namanya bunuh diri loh.
I leaped into it to seek my death.
Why?
If you could see the life I've led, then you would not reproach me so. My life was far too miserable. But I did not expect things to stay the same even in death. What a joke. In escaping my mortal life, I've entered a millennium of pain instead. Circe's above. What cowards humans are. For we fear both life and death simultaneously.
I'm sorry. I'm also powerless to answer that question.
That's all right, Holy Maiden. At least you are able to respond to me. Please, grant me death. Circe's above. Does this count as thinking till the moment I die?
No. Intinya dia sudah bebas.
I have seen too many farewells. Her distress is quite commonplace. There are those who will end their lives over what seems to be the smallest of worries. For some people, this power that I possess is a blessing rather than a curse. But I never managed to convince myself of that.
Cass, are you still trying to create a world without death?
Yes, because when placed under time's vast scales, there is no worry in this world that cannot be solved.
Kamu harus bicarakan. Harus bicarakan hal ini dengan.
This is a wish that I've held for almost a millennium. My mind might have changed once upon a time if people managed to strike up a friendship with me, but I've never been more firm in my conviction. Now that I've learned about your near-death state, it is my duty to wipe death from the face of this world.
Bisa naik ke atas ya? Iya, coba lihat.
Stream forth, gleam of old blades. Seek, and you will find.
Gua kira bisa naik ke atas, berarti di sini naik tulangnya.
Stream forth, gleam of old blades.
Ngebahas.
Wow, this place is so spacious. Is this the kingdom's vault?
Lihat struktur 3 dimensi ini membuatku takut.
Broken stairs, blocked paths. This place is gonna fall down soon. Do we need to enter that doorway to climb even higher? There seems to be a person. Oh, more like a soul guarding it.
But how should we get up there?
Apa lagi nih?
The path is blocked yet again.
Oronyx's 8 always appears in times like this. How convenient. There's even a platform lift over there.
Kehabisan trik snack.
Stream forth, gleam of old blades.
has been left behind, but none of its treasures remain inside.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
Wait, what if the miracle suddenly loses its effect?
Mem, do you really want me to answer that?
Juga ya mekanismenya. Oke. Lah. Jadi orang, jadi mayat, jadi arwah.
Stay back. Don't come any closer.
Kok takut?
Don't come near me.
Huh? Why does he look so panicked? Did the black tide monsters frighten him? Or is he actually scared of his own extraordinary power?
There's no need to be alarmed. We're just passing by the area. See? None of us look threatening.
You have a point. Although, while this might once have been the royal vault, it's since been plundered empty. So please go away right this instant.
You've misunderstood us. We simply heard your shouts as we were passing by, then decided to come over to find out what happened.
My goodness. Did I really yell out loud? How rude of me. I'm sorry to have bothered you. I merely saw a warrior. While that spirit didn't harm me, his blows really packed a hefty punch.
A warrior? Could it be?
Wait a minute. You seem to be quite different from him. Are you actually alive? How can you walk around here while alive?
It's a long story. We're here to seek an audience with Thanatos.
Thanatos? Who's that?
Is it possible that he's also living in the era before death descended?
Death? Could it be that you are here to defeat the evil dragon Pollux?
Pollux? Is that the embodiment of No. Death?
According to the warriors under the Centurion's command, that evil dragon has been dead for quite a while. The curse that condemns people to death didn't originate from it. But they saw a girl within the dragon's embrace, and she is the true Reaper.
Wow.
Pray tell, where is that girl right now?
I've heard that the Queen spared no effort in bringing her back to the castle. Her Majesty intends to control all of Amphorius with this unprecedented power. As for whether this rumor is true, well, no one knows.
You have my thanks for the invaluable insight that you've given us. Please, treat this touch as a token of my gratitude.
You... Are you... Thank you.
This is his...
Ada permen.
Then you granted him death? That isn't like you. You would have refused even if I commanded you to do so.
I don't know. I did it out of sympathy, believing that I wouldn't be racked with agony, but I am still in a state of turmoil.
Sympathy? Sympathy for that youth who triumphed in every battle?
That young man was favored by Talantin, who taught him a move that will defeat any mortal enemy with a single blow and emerge victorious every time. He could rely on that move to always achieve victory during Era Chrysia. However, now that death has descended upon the mortal realm, that divine swordplay also means he can send others to death at will. In other words...
You feel that he's similar to you?
Yes. Since he can never be inferior to others in martial combat, death would be the inevitable outcome every time he strikes. That's why he approached me and pleaded. Pleaded for me to put an end to all of this.
You are perhaps feeling lost from making your peace with death in so abrupt a manner.
I have not made peace with death. I've seen the people of Idonia stand tall and proud in the face of death. Even before the fated finale arrived, they were already content with the lives that they'd lived. They had such proud expressions. Expressions that made me believe death would be an insult to these mortals. If the concept is truly perhaps death's authority was never meant to exist in this world.
I won't refute your beliefs for now, but would you be interested in listening to a story of mine? It's a fairy tale from foreign lands, told by the person who brought you to me in that ice field. A tale told by the Queen of Styxia.
What? Wait a minute. That means the girl born in the dragon's embrace, the personification of death these souls talked about. That's you, Cass?
Yeah.
I've already had an inkling for a while now. But I honestly have no memories of Styxia. My memories only begin after Aminet brought me to Idonia.
Okay.
Don't look back. Keep moving forward. Always.
It's yet another eulogistic butterfly. Are we getting closer to the Netherrealm?
Oh, this is...
Living ones? Oh, could you be the scions of Styxia? Did you hear about the great work that I'm doing here, and have thus arrived to give me the last material that I need for transmutation?
Great work?
Have you heard of the great name of Pollux, perchance?
You don't have to describe it like that, mister.
Oh, sorry.
You have? Then that's good. During the Age of Myth, a time likely before your birth, I was the unsurpassed zenith of alchemy that none could reach. On the shoals of the River of Souls, I shall make Pollux soar again and bring death.
But didn't that dragon already bring death to the world?
Oh, looks like you don't know the whole picture. Well, it's true that the missing girl can grant death to mortals. Pollux, the one who delivered her onto this world, makes it so that humankind cannot.
So, it's just as I feared.
Kamu dan naga itu adalah dua sisi hidup dan mati.
This is my guess. The deceased are supposed to drift down the River of Souls until they reach the end of the West Winds. But this River of Souls was blocked by Pollux.
That's right. That's why it's imperative that I bring the dragon back to the mortal realm and make it soar the skies again. I have long since prepared my alchemical matrix in the tower. That final ingredient, the final sacrifice, is none other than the girl who lives out her days with death.
Huh? What's going on? You didn't touch him, did you?
I know that I am no longer capable of carrying out that task. Take this, all of you, and please fulfill that great undertaking on my behalf.
This...
We had been inebriated in Fagusa's feast too long before we began to seek divine bestowed death, so that we could be freed from the whims of fate. Instead of summoning a supreme god, we encountered a monster that cut off the River of Souls. That detestable dragon Pollux denied all the dead from the gates of the nether realm. Unable to rest in peace, these departed spirits engulfed Styxia like a roaring tide. As a result, my city and its people no longer exist. That child is the only person whom I managed to save. Born within the evil dragon's abdomen, she has possessed the talent of death since her birth. She must have been granted to us by the gods as a chance for us to atone for our sins. Please, you must nurture her to adulthood and prevent her from experiencing all of the suffering that we went through.
I promise that I will care for her as a mother, that I will protect her from the evils of death.
By Fagusa above, thank you for your kindness. As her mother, please bless this child with a name. Before I am swept away by the River of Souls, please, let me know how I should address her in my next life.
Oh, like how a transient raven butterfly, a fleeting papilio castor, perches on the twig of death. Castorice. That shall be her name.
That's where my name comes from?
The sound's back. What is making that ruckus?
Living ones, don't waste your time bickering. The Netherrealm's wrath is falling upon you.
Black Tide Creations. When did they... Mister, please fight them with caution.
Be careful not to suffer the same fate as those Black Tide creatures!
Yep.
Everyone, hide behind me! Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack!
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers? I charge extra. Ooh, ouch. Hedge your bets. It's on me. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
You have the upper hand.
I weep for the part.
There's so many of them.
dua. Mirip kayak yang belobok tuh.
Enemy targets detected. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Destined for oblivion. What are you waiting for? To betray my customers? I charge extra. We're just having fun.
Ready for another?
What?
Watch your head.
I weep for the departed.
It too shall fall.
On the still waters of oblivion.
Here. Our souls. For the feast of strife. On their triumphant return.
Dari mana nongol?
You?
Lord Mydei?
Kamu juga lagi bertualang di sungai Jiwa.
Lord Mydei, you've been through some tough battles once again.
That black tide is endless. My death is only temporary. I will find my path of return and go back to the world of the living.
Lord Mydei, I have always wanted to.
I'm the one resisting it. I must resist the temptation to go with the flow. I'll go against the current and kill my way out of this cursed nether realm. That is my destiny.
It seems like he's completely focused on resisting the temptation of the dead's whispers. He's working hard every minute to deny death. It seems his battlefield is not limited to the world of the living. Lord Mydei, are you willing to travel with us? We're headed for the Matrix inside that tower to summon Thanatos from their prolonged concealment.
Thanatos. Challenge. Death.
That's right. If we can work together and defeat them, you won't have to be troubled by the curse of immortality any.
Let's go together, Castorice. Let the person who has brushed against death countless times guide your way.
Cass, are you sure you want to do this? The alchemist said he wanted you to be a sacrifice.
I'm not afraid. There's no reason for us to turn back anymore. Rather than standing still, taking action is by far the better option. Perhaps fate might take pity on us today, and
Ini kita di dalam kubahnya ya. Oh, baik. Oh, maling jalan ada. Emang ciptaan Zagreelnya. Tapi nanti gua ambil aja lah. lagi, kita ke atas. Wow. Di depan kalian adalah pantai yang sudah lama berkarat dan bukan dari jalan yang dulunya digunakan untuk pergi ke menara.
This is going to be difficult.
Lihat aku lompat.
Please calm down. If you were to fall into the icy cold river of souls, I'm afraid that you really would die here.
If I was more powerful, I would be able to carry one person with each limb and fly the four of us to the other side.
Kalau mau.
The rune of recollection is here, but I can't find a miracle orb anywhere. So weird. Oh, could it be in that collapsed tower in the distance?
Dalam hati Pemri menerima, makanya melompat ke saat. Saatnya kamu beraksi.
It's still up to me to step up in a crisis. Wait here. I'll go check things out. Just shout for me when you need my help.
Tolong ya, Bem.
Got it. Just leave it to me.
Oke. Mari kita bangkitkan. Iya.
Mem did it.
Tuh pakai rambutan aja.
Is very smart.
Why am I a squirrel now?
The miracle's range is limited. Please come a little closer.
Apa tempatnya? Oke, tidur. Dua bulan ya. Kirain banyak mer.
Aren't I a good fit for Oronyx's priest?
Of course. You're the most competent priest ever. The alchemical matrix should be behind this door. Is that?
Loh kok sama jiwanya kuning juga kali.
There are so many of you. It's little Cass and little Gray. Oh, there's also little D and the big puppy. Trianne, aren't you?
Trianne dan Mydei. Aku paham sekarang.
What? I'm getting even more confused.
This is the first time I've encountered a deceased friend while going upstream in the river of souls.
It really works like this. Just like the other departed spirits we've encountered along the way. I'm also unable to sense the aura of the living on Lady Trianne.
Yup, you're right. Trianne already knows that she'll not be able to return to everyone's side. But Trianne believed that little Cass would eventually return to the Netherrealm. So, Trianne has been standing here, at this spot closest to the world of the living, and waiting for little Cass.
Oh, it must have been very tough.
But according to what Trianne said, we're almost at the entrance of the Netherrealm. Trianne promised Trevi and Trinan that when little Cass got here, Trianne would get the gift ready and be the first person to run over and welcome you. So, little Cass, don't cry. Please, accept this. We finally finished it.
Nggak boleh udah. Oh, ikannya.
This is what Lady Trevi once mentioned. The gift for me that you didn't manage to finish.
The Holy Maiden of Yanis. Even when separated by life and death,
Castorice digambar paling
their
gede ya.
thoughts are still connected.
Yang di kiri kanan yang jelas ada si yang kiri jelas dan yang pojok kanan si manusia pentungan.
Trianne spent a lot of time drawing this. Trianne hopes that little Cass likes it.
Seriously. It's seriously a wonderful drawing. Lady Trianne.
This is our flame chase journey.
Little Cass, we don't know what your journey was like before. Trevi has always said that it must have been a very harsh and frightening, but little Cass no longer has anything to fear now. Because everyone is here with you in this flame chase journey!
Only now, when I see Lady Trianne's gift, do I realize that I've already obtained so many things I would never have dared to dream of since I embarked on the flame chase journey. It's the first time I've gained so many companions. The first time I picked up the hobbies of crafting and photography. The first time I had dinner with someone else. The first time I went to the market to buy the Chimera doll I'd liked for a very long time. The first time I wore a dress personally made by Lady Aglaia. The first time I went for a walk with Lady Trebi, Lady Trianne, and Lady Trianne. The first time I enjoyed the night breeze and looked up at the stars with Miss Hyacinth. The first time I took care of Dromesis with the Trailblazer. Looking back at all these experiences I never thought were possible, it feels as though the scales of my life had shrunk from centuries and decades down to minutes and seconds. And all of them. I took countless photos in the past, but they're all black and white landscapes.
Lagi ngapain? Iya, berarti foto hitam putih doang.
If I had known, I would have taken more pictures.
Kali jadi hitam putih ya. Yuk, mau foto bareng nggak?
Trianne says yes! Trianne likes little Cass and would love to take a picture with little Cass.
Sadly, being departed souls, our images cannot be captured in the world of the living.
I thought so too.
What? Are we seriously going to leave any room for regret?
There won't be any regrets. This vivid drawing surpasses any photograph from the world of the living.
Little Cass smiled. Trevi, Trianne, and Trianne's wishes finally come true!
I remember you once said that fate is not the flowers that bloom at the end of the road, but where people tread beyond the gate. Now, the path that belongs to me is about to reach the end. Thank you for bringing me the final key.
Key? Little Cass, why are you talking in riddles all of a sudden?
I have a feeling that soon, this gift of yours will become the key to saving Mister's life.
Wow, that's amazing! Then keep smiling and carry on bravely! Little Cass, Little Gray, everyone, see you tomorrow!
Menghilang dalam kabut sebuah jalan bulan.
Lady Trianne.
The aura of this place. We have indeed reached the end of the stream of souls. If I go any further, I might lose myself. I must leave now, for the black tide still wreaks havoc in the realm of the living.
Kamu tidak mau ungkap kebenaran di balik tanah terus bersama-sama?
I seek not to enter the door to the nether realm. Castorice, will you fulfill your duty for the flame chase?
Itu si Tiber, ada kakinya.
I have yet to make my decision, Lord Mydei.
No matter. Make the choice your heart desires. Even if it takes 1,000 years of waiting, I will continue to fight till I die, then rise from death till the miracle descends.
There is one more thing you should know, Lord Mydei.
What is it?
Professor Anaxa may have deduced the principles behind the Era Nova. You and I may be reincarnated as strife and death in the next cycle, becoming calamities wreaking havoc upon the world.
I see.
Is that all? Are you going to accept such a fate without complaints?
Do you have a strategy to shatter the shackles of our fate?
I haven't found it yet. Perhaps I never will.
Then, cease wasting your thoughts on futile matters. Control what little you can. And when fate's inescapable grasp comes, resist it with the strength of your mighty will.
Thank you, Lord Mydei. I will find the right decision.
In the name of strife, may you meet a fitting end.
This must be the alchemical matrix the spirit mentioned. Let's see. We need to insert Aquila's sky, Georios' earth, Kephale's fire, Fagusa's ocean, and Nestia's love.
It seems our sweet Princess Homebody has made up her mind. In that case, seamstress, I suppose I no longer need to deliver your message. My time is rather precious after all.
Whether you wish to break free from death or not, please, follow your heart. By the promise you once made, I ask that you fulfill your duty one final time. Castorice, please, live as a human, and die as one.
According to that alchemist, the final piece is supposed to be me. However, he is not privy to the past, and therefore cannot see the full picture.
The past?
I saw the twins of death in Kephale's memory, and now I am certain that I was one of them. The trial of the Hand of Shadow demanded taking the life of your family. I died during that trial, falling before the gate to the new world. And my sister, whom I never met, became the Titan Thanatos of this cycle. She was consumed with regret over my death, so she used the Titan's authority to reforge my soul. Yet, it also means she has never revealed herself to anyone, hidden away from the entire world. That's because the Titan she became already fell at the start of everything. They died for me, and now lie in slumber in the River of Souls.
You mean Pollux?
That's right. The River of Souls is no material river. It cannot be blocked by ordinary means. Only a divine corpse can prevent the dead from reaching the next world. And that's why we have to awaken Pollux from death before we can retrieve the core flame of death. We have to reforge its body with the power of alchemy.
Wow.
But Cass, if that alchemist speaks the truth, does that mean you're also part of the dragon body?
According to those departed spirits, I was indeed born as the dragon's twin. But before we talk about that, have you heard the sighs?
Iya, aku dengar itu lagi untukan jiwa.
I heard them too. So what are those?
I think it's probably the sign of Pollux's wish being fulfilled. They must have realized how heavy a price they'd need to pay when they used their divine authority to resurrect a dead woman. That's why they exerted every ounce of their strength to send me to Styxia, a city that called for death. They never saw their wish fulfilled and fell so prematurely, all because they wanted to give me a new life. But that wish is the reason Pollux's soul still lingers in the mortal realm, even after their fall. Quietly.
So instead of picking up objects on the way here,
we were instead showing things to a strand of yearning that lingers here. Now, we must weave these yearnings together and restore them into Pollux's complete soul.
But all of this is just a hypothesis, right? What if we go through with the ritual and it turns out totally different?
That's fine. As Professor Anaxa often reminds us, such is the nature of alchemy. The true outcome can only be known once the process is complete. The puzzle of Pollux's yearnings is nearly complete, with only one final piece remaining. I shall reveal what they have been yearning to know in the alchemical matrix. I will show them my whole life since I left Styxia. Lady Trianne has already drawn a picture of my entire life, and it is now in my hands. Then, let the ritual begin. And now, the objective is complete. That is all. Such is what Professor Anaxa always says after preparing for an alchemical ritual. And now, Pollux, I shall lift you from the River of Souls and reforge your soul. Perhaps you will be disturbed by this, but if even the slightest trace of your soul remains, the soul that once ferried me to this side of the shore, then please, look at me. I wish to thank you in person. I am Lady Almanette.
Did she recognize you? Oh, she must be the first soul we can communicate with here, right?
I'm afraid she is just another spirit trapped here, like the rest of them. The only difference is that I was there when she died. Please, go on. I'm listening. Are you about to tell the story of Styxia?
Yes. You're just as smart as I imagined, but... never mind. Now's not the time.
There's no need to worry, Elder. Take a look around you. You're already at the resting place of the dead.
The world of the dead? But how?
I understand that you chose to remain silent about the story to protect Castorice, the girl who coexists with death. But But you no longer need to hide that story. I can assure you that you have protected that girl's life well.
Oh, well, in that case, let me begin. Styxia, the pearl of the ocean. From where you stand.
Indeed. I cannot imagine.
I have...
Journeys and epics are only glorious, but I still can't take that as the final.
However...
Please enlighten me, Lady Amunet. Your words might truly guide me toward...
You and I are neither warriors. But what if I reframe it like this? What if love is not a trait bestowed upon mortals by Nestia?
Love?
No one ever invented the word cherish in the era when life was eternal. The so-called era Chrysia was an age perhaps the people of Styxia chose to embrace, but instead became fixated and obsessed with the impulses and desires.
Therefore, death is not a thing of fear and desperation.
That's right, Castorice. It is the reason we shed tears when parting ways, and also the original spark that ignited the passion of mortals. If you truly intend to deprive the world of death, then be prepared to witness it return to a state.
I understand, Lady Amunet. Our limited lifespan shapes all that we know and love. Not even the Death Titan has the right to take that away from you. Nestia's love was the chrysalis of Gold's first blessing, but it most likely wasn't understood by mankind. We only learned to interpret this wonderful gift after Thanatos' arrival. If the world was bereft of death, then the Queen of Styxia wouldn't have played midwife in delivering me into this world. You wouldn't have welcomed me into Itonia, and Aglaia would never have invited me to join the flame chase journey. And I would never have lived, let alone found happiness. Thank you, Mother. I will use all the love I've experienced in this long life to complete. My teacher, Anaxagoras, grant me the wisdom of all things. I call upon thee, the stripped dead dragon's corpse. Rises from the earth, falls from the sky. As above, so below. This is the greatest power of all powers, unstoppable in this world. The great work that commands all death. I shall grant you embrace.
Let the battle begin. Saat tim kurang akan akumulasi Desperate Bubble. Pada saat mencapai batas maksimum akan menghapus pengurangan damage dan memasuki 100%. Main sudut-sudut aja.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
The girl who once saved my life, truly gone.
I stay.
Will you show yourself again? Once we eradicate this hatred and regret.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the heart.
We're just having fun.
Watch your head.
Sure, I'll play along.
Watch your head.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
And I know you're anxious. Shh. Don't be afraid.
To betray my customers, I charge extra.
Another journey begins. Still waters of oblivion.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off.
We have the upper hand.
Gimana cara gua ngalahin teknik
I weep
itu?
from the heart. It shall fall. I can go a little longer.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Free will or was destined for oblivion.
More business, eh? Hedge your bets.
Seperti itu. Kayaknya itu gua salah bawa bab lah. Nggak pedih, tapi kayaknya masih bisa digas tenang aja.
Commencing support.
Another journey begins. Still waters of oblivion. Will eventually rest upon the earth.
Begitu healer. Tolong gantikan ya. Ulang terus, salah sama sini. Nggak tahu lah, enggaknya mempan. Oke, ulang lagi. Yang terus ya. Kali ini gua kalah lah. Ini juga gara mekanisme baru.
Will you show yourself again? Once we eradicate this hatred and regret.
Free will, or was it fate?
I know you're anxious. Don't be afraid.
My second, my friend. Indulge yourself!
I weep from the heart. It shall fall.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Never seen perfection. Stand to think.
Destined for oblivion.
Main nampol ya, set.
Curiosity. Endless. Nothing but a boy. Stand to think. Watch it grow.
Ronde 2.
To weep in grief. I will grant you peace. Yes, it's me. I'm back. They may be moving by instinct, but there is fury welling up within them.
Enemy data secure. Network activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Ready for another?
Time to mix things up.
Stand to think.
Wah, power creep-nya makin berasa.
How's this taste? Nice like it, my friend. Indulge yourselves!
Ini gua lawan apaan sih, sumpah?
Time for a good old counterattack. Curiosity. Endless. Nothing but a boy. Open sesame.
Luar.
Missing some. Ready for another? Never seen perfection. Stand to think.
Step up, let's see it. Time to mix things up.
Impressive. This is
Nice like it, good, my friend. Indulge yourselves!
Gak kuat nih, mundur aja lu. Mundur dulu. Tenang dulu. Astaga. Tombol mundur, buset. Mundur. What buset? Sumpah ini bukan boss weekly kan kok. Ini guys. Dan deh. Ya udahlah, ini udah lama juga gua ada kesibukan juga nih. Oke lah, nanti kita akhiri aja dulu sampai sini ya guys. Kayaknya mungkin gua harus pakai dua apa nih? Satu healer, satu shielder ya. Dua suspend ya. Dua suspend. Apa ya? Gua lupa namanya. Iya. Emang biar gua nggak kuat kayaknya. Emang bener sih kayaknya power creep-nya berasa. Itu memang bisa mode casual guys, tapi ya kalau casual mau nggak ada seru-serunya dong. Oke lah, kalau gitu kita akhiri aja dulu sampai sini ya guys. Ini sebagai penutup gua ucapkan terima kasih kepada kalian yang sudah menonton video ini. Oke, sampai jumpa di video berikutnya. Dah.